Hi folks, Pete here from Ashton's Cars. Today I'm showing you around a 3 litre TDI Audi Q7. This is a very unusual car. It's been customised by its previous owner, and as you can see, it's a very distinctive looking vehicle here in white. That's actually a wrap, a white wrap that's been put on this car. It's also got uprated wheels, it's got uprated brakes, and it's got the sort of heavy tint to it. The car is a 2007, but it's been made to look like a much newer model. So as you can see, with the wheels and the spec this car's got, it actually looks more like the sort of 2012 version of the Audi Q7 S-Line. It's been all done properly. It's even been changed on the logbook now, because it was originally black, and this is obviously a white wrap that's been put on it. It's registered with the DVLA as being white, so it won't cause you any problems with your insurance, but you will certainly be turning a lot of heads of this car. The plate that's on it as well, there's a Northern Ireland plate on the car, which is being left on the vehicle, and that of course adds to it really, because you cannot tell. There is no way of telling that this is a 2007 vehicle just by looking at it. It's absolutely beautiful. The wheels, I mean, let me show you these wheels. Beautiful 5-spoke alloy wheels, drilled discs, painted calipers in there as well. Just absolutely mind-blowing. The amount of money that has been spent on this car is absolutely crazy. These are 22-inch rims that are put on this car. Side steps on it. It's got some additional Quattro lettering on it. It's got some extra Quattro badging and some S-Line badging towards the front here. Little things on it, like I've got S-Line embossed into the mirror there, into the repeater. Car's immaculate condition, as you can hopefully see. When we get inside, you'll see it's got a pan roof as well. High gloss black front grille has been fitted to the car, again with extra S-Line embossed stickers on it. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, if I was to hazard a guess myself without sort of having the paperwork for this car, I would have thought it was a much newer car than it actually is. Doesn't look like a 2007 model. It's got the smoke lights on the front and everything as well. It's been done properly. You see so many of these that have been tarted up and they just don't look the part. This has got the proper Audi wheels on it. I think these were a couple of grand, these wheels. Well, they would be the 22-inch Audi wheels. You know, you can see the size of the brake discs through them, and those huge red calipers. It just really has massive amount of presence with it. Let me just show you inside. Now obviously it is a wrap, the paint on this, so it's been done to a really high quality. Hopefully you can sort of see that through my lens here. When you go inside, it is obviously still black on the inner part of the doors. That's completely normal on a car that's been wrapped. Shouldn't give you any problems at all. I've just had the car jet washed without any issues whatsoever, and look at the interior of it. Half leather and Alcantara interior. It's got a chunky steering wheel cover on it. That is a cover, but it has got the proper S-Line steering wheel, which is quite sporty underneath that. And the main thing for me is this huge panoramic roof that actually opens up as well. That's a really great feature on this car. Would have been expensive when the car was new. Obviously that would have been on the car from new, that roof would have. That's all fully working. I'll open it up in just a second for you. While we're here though, let's have a look in the back. Again, loads of space, huge interior on this car. That roof really does make it feel even more airy than it would previously, and as you can see, an extra 2 seats right in the back there. Again, not bad amount of space in that rear seat. It's sort of suitable certainly for teenagers. You could get an adult in there at a squeeze though. It's got all the extra plug sockets and stuff for your phones in the back here. It's a car that's built to entertain in, to have a family in, and if you pop those seats down in the back, it's actually got a huge boot, this car has. Let's just pop that rear hatch up. So it's an electric hatch, which I never seem to get right on them. I'll do the electric close in a second for you. This is a heavy duty mat here, which is obviously folded over at the minute because I've got the rearmost seats back. Nice thing on these Q7s though, there is a bit of boot space in there even when those seats are in place, which I like. More room, but believe it or not, behind the seats in this than in the Discovery 3. I mean, you would have thought the Discovery was the bigger car, but it isn't. So to close the boot, I'll at least be able to get that right. Press this button by here and let it do its own thing. And there we have it. Okay, so it's nice and easy to drive. It's nice and easy to use. It's got parking sensors front and rear. This car has a hell of a beautiful stance on it with those alloy wheels. I absolutely can't get over how immaculate they are. They do look like they're brand new, but there's no telling. I'm not quite sure when they were put on the car. Let's have a quick look inside. So it's a beautiful day today, and I've got me massive pan roof letting all that blue sky in. I'm going to start her up in a second because I've also got ice cold air conditioning on this car. It's all properly working. It's been someone's pride and joy, this car has, guys, so no surprises. Everything in it works as it should. I've actually used the car, done about 200 miles in it before doing this little video for you, so it's absolutely fault free in the way it drives, the way it handles. Haven't had it valeted since I've used it, so excuse if there's a little bit of dust in it, but it is, you know, immaculate condition really. It is the older style CD system on here. It's got the red screen rather than the more modern navigation screen you get in later models, but still, you know, it does the job. It works exactly as you want it to do. I think it has got the Bluetooth system on it for your phone. It's not connected right now. And up front here we've got, you know, your traditional Audi dials. I'll just give it a very quick rev so you can see. Obviously it's running at the moment. There's no lights on, no adverse warnings. Everything on the car works as it should. And if you can see on my steering wheel, I've got a minus and a plus paddle there to do the gears manually if I wish to. I've got a normal automatic and a sport mode and manual override for the Tiptronic if I want to. Now, as I said, it's a lovely day out there, so I'm going to use this here. I can do two things. I can press it like that and just tilt the sunroof slightly, which is nice. Or if I want to go the full hog, I just turn it and back she glides. Look at that. And I've got a nice open roof now, which gives me a bit of air in here. Obviously I've got ice cold air conditioning anyway, so don't necessarily need it, but it's an extra feature which would have been very expensive. I just love having the roof sort of closed really and having the aircon on, but having that that extra light flooding into the interior. So anyone who's driven an Audi before, this will feel very familiar to you. The whole car is pretty much similar to an A6 interior actually. The one thing that's been done on this car is that this carbon trim obviously has been fitted. That's something that wouldn't have been standard on this car. It's echoed throughout the car because if you look on my door cards, I've got carbon here as well. So I've got a little bit of extra carbon inside. I've got a key that's actually been done in a very sort of fetching pearlescent pink colour, which is quite unusual. And yeah, you know, the car does exactly as it drives exactly as it should, handles as it should. It's a more sporty drive than perhaps a Range Rover or an ML, and you know, it's something that you're gonna, it's not a proper dirty off-roader, but it's going to be more than ample for a British winter. It's Quattro four-wheel drive, so it's a really sort of versatile vehicle with its 7 seats and its four-wheel drive ability. Let's just have another quick look outside. It's certainly the outside that, for me, this car is all about. That's where all the money's been spent. I dare say the guy who owned this to do the wrap, to do the wheels, the brakes, that carbon inside, he's probably spent almost as much on this car as we're selling it for. It really is something else, and it's been done to such a high standard. I mean, it's very difficult to show you on a video or on a camera, but the difference between a good and a bad one of these. But I can just tell you that this is a good one. You won't be disappointed. And I won't tell your friends that it's a 2007. They'll all think you spent 20 grand on it. So, If this car is of interest to you, please give me a call. My name's Peter and my telephone number is 07932 873 646. I'm happy to answer any questions you've got. Happy to also supply further videos if there's anything particularly you want to see on the car. Please feel free to get in touch if you've got a part exchange. We'll value that for you. And we're also offering free delivery within 150 miles on this car. We're also happy to deliver it further afield if you require that. So my number one more time is 07932 873 646. Please give us a like, share, subscribe to our channel, comment below if there's anything you need to say or anything you want to ask. We'll try and get back to you as quickly as possible. And thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you like the Q7 as much as I do. Thanks very much.